Hello, Sohail. I hope you are well. I just talked to the coach. They have fifth division in Germany. He agreed, sent this guy to me next week, no problem.
Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a quick update video to fill you in on a couple things that have been going on. A lot has changed. The last couple weeks have been crazy, as you know. I've been going through a very difficult situation with one of my family members that's very close, getting very sick, going to the hospital for a couple weeks, and thank God now recently they are out of the hospital. So you know, that's what is most important to me, and I'm so grateful for that. And secondary to that, on the football side of things, there was the opportunity to go to Dubai, and then there was also an opportunity in Austria. Both of those opportunities were mainly targeted for the month of January. Now, with the challenges and the obstacles that came up in the last couple of weeks, unfortunately, those two opportunities fell apart. However, after a couple of days of not really knowing what's next, heard some good news, so I want to share that with you. So the good news is that there's a new trial opportunity that came up in Germany. It's gonna be happening next week, and it's crazy how it all came about. As you know, I was planning to leave for the other trials mid-January, and then the very challenging family situation came up. I wasn't able to go. I'm currently in Ottawa, Canada, and what made things even more challenging was moving into 2022. The month of January, we were in lockdown. So there's snow outside, which means all the fields are covered, and then all the gyms were closed, all the sports facilities were closed. So I was stuck inside, and I barely had a way to intensely train, to actually put in work to prepare for any opportunities that might be coming up. That was a very difficult time, especially with the family situation going on. So that month was difficult, and then pretty much as the month went on, because things got delayed, the two opportunities I had fell through, and that's when I started to realize I need to look for something else. So I did a lot of connecting, a lot of networking, trying to set an opportunity up, and after a lot of effort, there's this one thing that finally came up. So this one thing that came up is this opportunity in Germany, which it seems like it's going to be with a fifth division club. It's going to be next week. But even actually with this opportunity, it wasn't so easy. It's crazy how uncertain this industry is and how quickly things can change. About 2 weeks ago, I first was in contact with a connection from Germany who mentioned there's going to be an opportunity there, and that was where I put my energy into. I was really excited for that. After a week, they basically said, listen, it's too late to when the season starts back up again, and they found another player. So that opportunity completely went out the window, which was very difficult because at that point I didn't know what to do. I didn't really have anything. And then just recently, 2 days ago, this new fifth division opportunity came up, which is going to be in the Germany, München area. So I'm very excited about it. I've never had that experience. I know the level in that division of Germany is very high. There's some very solid players. And the season actually starts back up in about 2 weeks, I think, the second half of the season. So if there's a time to make it happen, it's going to be next week. Now, the difficult thing is preparing for this opportunity because we've been in lockdown for a couple of weeks, and there's not much training you can do in that situation. So just a week ago is when things opened back up, and now is when I'm really able to get into a routine. So I've been going to the gym consistently. I've been getting a couple of sessions on the field, getting the touches back on the ball, building back up technically. And I realized how big of a setback it is when you're not on the ball for multiple weeks. There's a reason the players in Europe, they're training year round. They barely have any breaks. It's because they know how important it is to stay on the ball. You have to be in top shape, and the reality is I've been out of it for a couple of weeks now, so to get back into it is going to be incredibly difficult. I'm going to do what I can, but with the opportunity being next week, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. I've always been very driven to take on any challenge. You know, like if an opportunity comes up, I'm gonna take it on. I would have liked to be more prepared for this one, but it is what it is. So I've yet to actually confirm the exact date that I'll be heading out, but it's gonna be in around a week from now. And the plan for the next week is just to keep training, keep building up as much as I can to be prepared for that. Thank God my family situation is getting better, although it's gonna be a long process. I'm grateful that I was able to be here for this time frame and provide the support. So now I can do my best to shift my focus in one of my big goals this year, which is to make it up to that professional level. And I know it's going to be very, very challenging, especially with this season starting back up again in around 2 weeks. But I'm going to go for it next week, and I really hope it works out, because if it doesn't, it's going to be difficult to find something else. But I'm excited to explore this new opportunity that came up and see where it leads to. To be honest, these last couple of weeks for me have been very, very difficult. I had a very ambitious start to the year planned, and I worked so hard in the last couple of months to make certain things happen, which unfortunately I wasn't able to pursue. So now I'm making the best of what I was able to get, and I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to lead to, but the most important thing is I have the confidence in being able to figure out the process, being able to figure out the problems and the challenges that are going to come my way. I'm going to be able to overcome them, and that's the most important thing. We don't necessarily need to know where the next step is going to take us, or if it's going to work out a specific way. We just need to have the confidence in our ability and your ability to be able to figure things out. So I'm excited to take this on. I think this is going to be a big year, and I know it's going to be a big year for you too. So let's keep supporting each other. Drop a like on this video, and guys, I'm excited. This journey is about to get crazy. I'm committed to this big goal that we set out this year. Let's go and make it happen.